swimming pool. Aloha! Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that always activates Pokey, and then he goes running off.
Pokey's running. He's running. He's out. The little boy, the tiny dog. Welcome, everybody, to Primo Kimo's Talk Story Happy Hour number 21, in which we talk about who knows what. Well, we know what we're going to talk about today because of the fact that it was. Oh, why is this so loud? Bridget, it's the same. Do you listen to the Grateful Dead that loud all the time? Why'd you do that? Uncle John came in a little hot there, but it's the most beautiful summer day that's ever existed on the planet of Earth, and we were luckily at home to enjoy that. You know how? Magic. And we're home every day. So we're going to eventually catch a good one.
We work from home.
Yeah.
We work from home.
We work from home.
Speakers, microphone. Oh.
Who's speaking?
No.
Oh, tiny blaster out of here. He just jumped up on me. But we can't acknowledge that.
I think he wants a, you know what.
Okay, it's been so this has been a great week. Actually, it's been a good week for us. So we're playing Grateful Dead right now because today is worthy of Grateful Dead, like frolicking naked with your hippie selves out in nature on mushrooms. That's not what we did, but it was sunny. So
right, it's not like sweltering, humid, hot.
no, it was
It's
pin
a near
perfect.
Near
Pin-
perfect weather
Is a
day.
pin perfect? Is it
No.
pin perfect? No.
Although, funny enough, I feel like I am absolutely melting right now. I don't know what happened.
I could tell you.
Whew.
So, what do I have here?
Oh,
We have treats. So today we did make a proper Mai Tai today. Trader Vic's 1944 Mai Tai with unfortunately
thanks.
we have very simple rum selection. So we did Myers float with the we did Appleton's Jamaican, which is
yeah, they didn't have plantation at the store.
even Plantation wouldn't have been right. They don't have Clement. They don't have anything good, but we couldn't even do it right. But we did it right by us. Right? Cheers.
Yep.
I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna die because I have a concussion. We can tell you about that. Hold on. In the tiki world, there's a problem with playing what's his face, Margaritaville, right? I can't even say his name. I'm so tied up I can't even say his name. That's not true. His name is Trader Pirate Man.
His name is Parrot Head. Jimmy Buffett, right?
Jimbly Buffett. But nobody ever says you can't play Grateful Dead. Now, I'm sure it's highly frowned upon, and it makes Bridget fall asleep.
No, I'm sorry. No, that was a gag.
That was a lime gag?
Ugh.
Why? It's really good for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in the mood for more of a juicy flavor. This is very alcohol-y.
So, 1944 Trader Vic's recipe, minus the awesome single Jamaican rum with I don't know, Appleton's, gosh knows what that is. It's just Appleton rum, whatever that is. With Myers goat head, fecal urine, the pots, whatever that, just the dark rum. I don't like to think about how it's made, but it's good. And you put that on top for the float, and that takes you places. That's pretty much, it takes you somewhere. So I have a concussion.
And I shrunk about an inch or two.
You did. I set up the camera differently so you wouldn't see my
it was like a cartoon. I was
half.
like hammered into the ground by a tree trunk like Tom and Jerry.
She crumpled like a cartoon, and I was like a a tree trunk where I had my feet planted so that when the top part of the garage door that was closed, that didn't have the wheels on it, fell in on our noggins. She just like crumpled like she was made out of tinfoil, and therefore missed the brunt of the force that came down on my trauma head. And you can't see it. Maybe can you see it?
No. Careful. You're making more errors.
What kind of errors?
I feel like that. What was that
errors?
movie where mistakes were made? No, you cannot see. No. No. You got to put your head down more. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yep, I see it. It's over on the left.
So I'm.
Oh yeah, it's still bloody.
I'm it happens, and I all I can remember is I was sitting there. I'm gonna turn down the Grateful Dead just a hair, because you know.
Please do. I'm not
People
in the mood.
don't always dig it. So hey, let's go here for a talk story. Okay. Fine, everybody be calm. Okay, so when the door hit my head, all I can remember is thinking to myself, okay, do you want to see stars or birds? I was thinking that as it when it hit, I was like, do you want to see stars or birds? And I'd never got the full like tweedle 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 because I was consumed with deciding.
What's really funny is you were consumed with what was happening to you. I was consumed with what was happening with me. I had
Something
no
happened
idea.
to you? I
had
idea.
no idea that you were conked in the head. I collapsed
I just
to
go
the
like
floor.
this, and then I'm like, my hand is full of blood, like a horror movie full of blood.
So wait.
And I put the other hand up on my head, and I'm like, Bridget, I have 2 hands of blood. That's why I'm wearing the red hat instead of my Primo hat. I was like, if I wear the Magnum PI, at least the blood won't stain it.
So our garage door fell off the tracks, the back garage door. So it's not the one that we drive our car, you
But we
go
want to
into.
open it.
And
We were like, hey, let's try to open it.
And so we were like, let's fix that. So we were working on that. And I don't know what happened, but something happened and it conked
What
us
did
both
happen?
in the head. I fell to the floor, having no idea that he was dealing with his own trauma. And I was thinking to myself as when I collapsed to the floor, I was like, oh my God, I have a concussion. Oh my God, I have a concussion. Oh my God, I have a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear you go, Bridget, I think I should go to the hospital.
I'm like, I've been murdered. I'm murdered. Why did you kill me, Bridget?
I was thinking,
She had one job,
why do
which
you
was
need to
hold
go to the
door up.
hospital? I'm the one on the floor or on the ground. And then I stood up and I saw blood all over your hands. And I thought, oh no, great. We're both like dying right now.
I was like, what? Is it birds or stars? And what blood type am I? Can I lick it like a Terminator?
and then I thought, okay, well, I guess you're worse off than I am. So I was like, I guess I better take care of you.
And she delicately, and to be honest with you, I was still deciding on the birds and stars for like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. I'm just like, I can't decide. And I didn't decide. So I never actually saw stars. I just felt it come down, and I'm like, I'm looking at the ground going, did my foot, because I smashed the door and then the thing came over and then came down.
Okay,
So it
cool
happened in
jets.
one movement, and I didn't know what happened.
Well, and then the door that we were working on was the only
So if I
easy
just
way
drift off
out
and
of the
go,
garage.
Hey, butterflies. You'll know why. Who's freaking out? It's a nice day out there. So everybody, how you doing? It's Friday. It's time to let it, mildly loose. Don't party like you're 20, unless you are. Then do that. Because we know it takes a lot out of you. There's a meme going around with E.T. sitting in the science lab there, all dried out.
When he was dying.
When he was
shriveling
dying.
up.
Yeah.
Turning gray.
And it was like, what, the day after partying, when you're 50 like you're 20. And that's, yeah. It's hilarious. Take it seriously, people. We're having lasagna tonight. We're pulling out the frozen lasagna I mean, we did a lot of things to try to make ourselves feel better this afternoon, like not do anything else.
Well, after that, we were like, well, let's just put everything off to see if we go into some concussion, serious concussion.
Under shock.
Shock. Yeah. And I told him, I said, and don't be acting goofy because don't intentionally be acting goofy because I need to know.
Oh, she's trying to keep track of me. Right?
If you are going into some sort of concussion, weird realm.
Yeah, well, did that happen? I don't think you can tell.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're always weird, so.
Boom! So what are we talking about today, sweetie? You have to keep me on track. I'm all concussed.
Oh, did we mention? No, we just sold that Nirvana ticket, right? That we didn't mention that last week. That just happened. Yeah, that.
Oh gosh,
we're
doing little videos, and we're gonna produce them and put them out. Actual little videos, so we're just trying to figure out what to do on YouTube, what would be interesting, and nothing is, or everything is. I don't know. But we are doing Primo packaging with Primo. Tactical packaging.
Does it look like I'm pregnant? Look at...
A little bit.
Oh, sit up.
Oh, I felt it kick.
I'm like folded in half.
I felt it kick. Was that just the brownie from last night? What? I'm not even sure what that means. Concussed. I have a pass today. So what was I talking about? Fargo's at the Old Mill Mall when I was like 12. Was that what I was talking about? No, I'm totally off base.
No, tickets, concerts.
Oh, tickets and concerts. Oh yeah, so we're doing little videos, tiny little videos about things I sell because ultimately they're all my possessions from when I was a kid. I just happen to have a million of them. And I want to, I'm gonna do a video about them. So we had this understanding that what the hell? Oh yeah, right here. That concert tickets sometimes have a value, and I think we talked about these, maybe touched upon them. But if you have concert tickets, like concert tickets like this, sometimes they're worth money. So I've got Chemical Toads and Zaphod Beetle Nunchucks, and
wait, didn't you say that you saw our Woodstock '99 tickets?
Yeah, they're in here somewhere.
I didn't know we had those.
Yeah, we do. They're not the cool ones with the VW bus on them. They're just like ticket.
I didn't even know there were any with a VW bus. So that doesn't really matter to me. I didn't even know we had ours.
So what we do know is that I sold my Nirvana one. So I had a Nirvana one from Cow Palace, 1993.
Ruthie.
And aloha, Ruthie. Aloha, Ruthie. She's from the UK. Sorry about America and the whole thing. So we had a ticket, and I sold it for $125 on eBay. So we're gonna,
after two other people purchased and then never paid.
Not an easy thing to sell. I mean, because these pieces that have to do with rock and roll and their memorabilia, definitely harder to sell. So we went through 3 attempts to sell our piece of the Woodstock wall from Woodstock '99, and finally sold it to England. And right when we sell it, England postal service goes on strike, and so it's sitting at the post office in England, but I assume it will get to the person eventually.
Why do I feel like we already talked about that? But
we did. I don't think we talked about the update.
Who were we talking to?
Update. What? We were telling somebody else?
I feel like huh.
Mystery.
Every day it's just blending in. It's all becoming one big.
It really is. Did you guys know that I had I got a hole in my head?
Oh, okay. Ruthie says, "Yep, striking next week as well." Dang it! Our piece of Woodstock wall is
sitting in the post office.
Oh man!
It was $750, so it'd be super cool if it made it to the dude. Because it's a piece of plywood.
The guy paid $100 for shipping, and then he probably has to pay like custom fees.
He's gonna have to pay duties. It's sitting at the post office waiting for him to. I don't know. It says it's staying at the post office. So that doesn't mean I don't know if he can't get to it.
Hopefully the package didn't get mangled or anything.
It's a piece of wood, so
Yeah. What are they striking for? Better wages?
They're angry.
I wonder what they're striking for.
They don't want to have to walk to everybody's house every day. I mean, if I was a postal person, that's what I would be like. I want something different than that. I want to be able to like sort of Harrier jump jet, you know, or like drone jet the mail. If I could sit in an office, air conditioned, and just drive a little drone and drop off all the mail. That, I mean, at least that would be cool. Not saying that would be.
You keep taking my cord.
Because it's tickling my knee,
yeah,
sweetie.
Can you put it on the other side
Sweetie,
of your
I'm concussed. I can't handle knee ticklage.
Can you jump rope? Come on, put it over your glass. Oh, it caught your line.
Yeah, now what happens when I do that?
Just make sure you...
Oh, my.
Where's Pokey? Did a vulture get him? Ooh, yesterday.
Oh, we were driving down right by our house over here. And I'm not sure I've seen like these, vampire chickens before.
Oh.
I mean, they were like a wild turkey size but they looked like angry vampire chickens. And they were grabbing.
In a little teeny neighborhood, and we're like driving, and we're
beautiful
like,
neighborhood, nice oak tree over there. Imagine mid-century modern houses. And there's these two vultures fighting over this dead squirrel that was recently deceased because
and then
he had the little book from Beetlejuice. He had the tiny little book, and then he was also wiggling. So like when they grabbed him, he was all wiggly and juicy. So that happened. I do really feel kind of odd after the piece of wood hitting me in the head. Sweetie, you might have to go out there and find him. What if he's eating or... No, one squeak. Nothing else.
Yeah, there he is.
See? You can't give him too many squeaks. So this is the magic toy that gets him in. You can't give him two squeaks. It's just a single squeak, and he has no idea what's happening. He freaks out, forgets everything he's doing, and comes right home.
So Ruthie is saying that
Joku.
She's saying that the dude that bought that, she's like, he will have to go and pick it up then. Everyone over here is striking at the moment. Post office, NHS, and the train drivers. And she said, I think the postal strike is next Thursday and Friday, so he may be able to get it beginning of next week. Oh, and she's like, oh, Snoopy is life. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
James loves Snoopy.
I love me some Snoopy.
Popo. Come here.
I've got, it's a flash dance beagle. It's a flash beagle or something from 1984. I just got that.
What are you talking about? He's like running in place and he's sweating.
It's Flash Beagle Snoopy or something.
Water's dripping all over him.
Hold on, now I gotta figure it out, Pokes.
Pokes, I have your things right here, little dude.
Beagle.
Come here, Tiny. Come on. Bye. See ya. No, eat it in here. Today, you know.
Oh yeah, it's right there. So, what do you say? I try to hold on. Let's see. I'll just do it. What am I asking? It's a media file. No, it's not. It's a YouTube stream. Can I do it?
You don't know.
Window capture.
Pokes.
Add source. Add source. Window.
I actually feel like I could almost fall asleep.
Do you want to just go to sleep for 40 minutes and I'll tell you a story? Okay, so check this out. Let's make this tiny. That's on screen, right? I can never tell if it's like,
Oh, yeah.
It's all green roomed up. Okay, here we go.
I think it's too tiny, though. People can't see that.
They can hear it.
Wait, make it bigger, please.
It's really loud, probably. Sorry, it doesn't have to be quite so loud. Oh my, is that Franklin? I mean, I'm sorry. Is that Franklin's brother? I don't know. I'm not trying to be racist.
Oh dear.
tough in 1984. Snoopy in 84 is...
What?
Who are these tall people? Like, I don't even understand the tall people.
What is this from?
This is Flash Beagle.
Yeah, but what? Who made this?
Peanuts Productions. Charles
Really?
Schultz. Yeah. They were trying to fit in.
He doesn't look so Snoopy-y.
You know, he's not so innocent. This is Snoopy. He's been around the block. He's he's had his time in the city.
His hair is different. His
hair's all fuzzed up.
He's like all Backstreet Boyish hair.
He's a little bit, he's willing to try everything. Not sure how he's sliding around. His feet must be made of silicone or something. But that's Flash Beagle. You asked. I just wanted to show you.
I like the leg warmers.
I just wanted to show you that.
I want a pair of leg warmers.
Oh, sweetie, you sold out over the pandemic. You bought every pair of leg warmers Shein had, and you contributed to 75,000
Aloha, Johnny.
dolphin deaths. And Johnny killing all those giant fish in his river. Johnny eats all the fish, though, right? And he takes the bones and fertilizes his.
I don't know if he catch and really. I'm not sure.
Does he fertilize
exactly.
his plants with the bones? Does he do the
I don't
whole
know.
eat everything and take the skin and make a pirate?
But he should take the
hat?
bones and then put them in some sort of lucite polyurethane. I'm checking out the tiki on the
Polyurethane. Johnny, I have a concussion. Just so you know, I'm concussed because my wife didn't hold up the garage door properly.
Oh, Johnny said catch and release.
Catch and release. Johnny's doing good by the giant fish. Catch and release.
Oh. Yes, for those of
I
you
wrote that
just
song.
tuning
Yeah.
in, we were working on our garage door that came off the tracks, and
Bonk.
we both got smashed in the head with it. He was bleeding. I collapsed to the floor.
I had 2 hands of blood, like Halloween, just blood hand.
Mistakes
blood
were
hand.
made.
Just things happen. Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
I
Timmy Failure. What a cute movie that is.
I feel like.
Timmy Failure, mistakes were made.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was
wasn't
really cute. It was a great movie. I liked it. We saw that a long time ago.
it? I totally would have put him in a jar in the ground for all his mistakes. If I was his parent.
Pokey, stop looking at
Good thing we don't have children.
Ears.
Tiny
Stop
child, come over here and get
looking
this
at me.
in mason jar. Putting you in the ground.
Yes, that is why he has a different Johnny.
Yeah, this is for the red. So the red.
He said he didn't want
Johnny,
to get
you didn't
blood
see?
on his
Okay,
hat.
Johnny, this is for Johnny. This one's for Johnny. Okay, here we go. Make sure you can see.
Go down, down. I'm going down, 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 down. No, down. Oh, turn toward the side yard. No, the side. Yeah, side yard. Turn toward the side yard. Oh wait, no, sorry. Turn toward the kitchen. There you go. And then bend down a little more. Turn toward the kitchen a hair. Oh yeah, now it looks all dark and gross. Okay, there you go.
So I didn't even wash it.
That was watching a football game. And he's turning to the right. Now going to the left. Now down toward the kitchen. And there's the bloody gore
The only thing I know
mess.
about football is that, okay, this turducken has 6 drumsticks. And that's all I care about. It's Thanksgiving.
What a knot. K-N-O-T. Knot.
It was actually the blood squirted out very squirty.
He has a gash. He has a gash in his head.
it was dripped down my. And we found out I had several after we realized the main one was dealt with, and we're like, where is all this blood coming from? And then it was there's
you
a couple.
have a drip on your going down your temple.
A couple secondary gashes.
Oh Lord, what a mess we are.
She has no holes in her head.
I have a bump on my head.
I am the victim.
I was the first, since I'm taller than you, I'm the first one that got hit with the door.
I'm suing you for
And
defamation
then
for saying that.
Was like a cartoon
I'm
and just went
defamed.
boom. Ooh. To the ground. To the
I
ground.
think this is proof of how this accident happened because she has no idea.
I am not coordinated, so I should not be doing anything that is.
You should not be outside.
Jeopardizing us.
You should be in a bubble wrap suit, not outside.
Yeah.
Everyone's at risk.
I was holding his cell phone for light, like a little flashlight, and then the cell phone went flying, crashing to the floor. I collapsed on the floor thinking I was dying of a concussion.
Oh,
and he then all of a sudden says, Bridget, I think I need to go to the hospital.
We didn't go, though. Why would we go? Why would we bother going?
What a comedy of errors. What ding-dongs we are.
I was pretty sure that I could keep the... It wasn't like... I didn't see an actual squirt come out, like with a, projectile squirt. So I was like, I can't be that bad. So I just held all my blood in with my hand. So it wouldn't squirt out the top like Old Faithful. And we made it.
Like a geyser.
Like a geyser. Like a broser. Geyser?
A miser, geyser.
No, you would be a femme. I don't know. I'm saying a broser. Yo, bro. I'm a geyser.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
Somebody in our house is probably watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure because I hear the music from it.
Folks.
Today has been a test.
Well, yeah, the getting smashed in the head sort of threw our day for a loop. I just heard Pee-wee giggling.
Okay. That was just me. Hi, Peanut Burger. You want to lick my bloody scalp? Also, a fly got in the house and he was like circling around my head.
Stop!
Like,
you're like, Bridget, there's a fly. It's trying to lay eggs in my wound on my head.
I was concerned, so I put on the hat. I was concerned.
Yes, Kevin Guy. Guy. Zer.
Yeah, so I'm concussed. I can't keep time. So I keep looking at my watch. I'm like, hey baby, what time is it? Hey baby, make a cup of tea. I'm have a cup of tea. Hey baby, what time is it? You don't remember that? That's a Eddie Murphy.
No.
A comedy album, Eddie Murphy. Bridget is woefully unaware of awesome comedy albums from the 70s and 80s. She wasn't allowed to listen to.
Oh, where are you putting these treats, folks? In your pie hole. Okay, good.
You know what I think would be fun is if we just say, "Hey, put on Pee-wee's Big Adventure and let's just fall asleep and watch it together."
So you know how last week
I'm not supposed to fall asleep though.
We mentioned John P. Moore's and how cool he is. Well, today I happened to quickly go onto Instagram and I saw he was doing a live and he was. Yes, it deserves an applause, absolutely. And he was painting. He was painting a rock
live
wall
today. What are you talking about?
Yeah, a rock.
Wait, hold on.
A rock
Listen
wall.
to me say that. What are you talking about? I had like several extra syllables.
What are you doing?
What are you talking about? There we go.
And he was painting. He was painting a rock wall, and I think maybe it was like a basement wall, and it had the location as 44 Lounge, which I think is his place. So I think maybe he was painting something at his place, but of course it was. He was doing a great job, obviously. JP Mart M Art Dog, remember?
JP Mart Dog. So wait. Oh, I know what happened. There we go. JP
M Art Dog.
Okay, so typing is too much for my concussed situation. I can't do it. JP Mart Dog, go check him out on Facebook.
JPM Art Dog.
JP M
Art Dog.
Art Doog.
You know what? That dog, I tell ya.
Can you believe
I
that?
tell ya, he's on my lap all day, and then whenever we do this stupid thing, he's all like,
Well,
let me outside.
We were talking about these. Did we finish this
I
story?
don't know. We're all over the place.
Blah, blah, blah. I went to the Nirvana concert. I saw Kurt Cobain live. Whatever.
How about the skeleton in the window there?
That's Pokey. So the first one is the tiny skeleton. He represents Pokey. He always says hi. Hi.
Yep.
Hi. I'm skeleton. Skelly. So I think the fun part is that we started a Google Sheets spreadsheet on all the... See, I've seen a lot of concerts. So between growing up in the Bay Area and having the whole Bay Area, all the different concerts. So I was telling Bridget how if you saw the Grateful Dead, for instance, or Emerson, Lake and Palmer, any of the rock bands, they would go maybe sometimes at least 2, sometimes 3 different spots in the Bay Area within 45 minutes, 3 different venues, because they served another 10 or 15 million people. It was a lot of people. So you go to Shoreline, Concord Pavilion, Cow Palace. I mean, right there, that's where I saw Ozzy Osbourne's No More Tour 3 times. And then I saw it 2 years later 3 more times, the No More tours.
Johnny.
And he still toured.
A permanent spot for my face-off
The
face.
Bridget mask. We did a little reinforcement. We got to do some more permanent reinforcement, but we did. I think we have it saved. So her scalped face is sitting up there on the ledge. Stay looking like yourself. Now everybody's gonna compare you to yourself forever.
Oh, that's fine.
Hope you're ready.
Yep.
And up here we added a Pleasant Tiki. Pleasant Tiki mug.
Johnny, what? You're saying that awesome tiki, is it next to the mask? Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh, this one right here, which is the United Airlines.
He's saying I noticed beside... Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Beside the awesome tiki. Yep. Oh, Ruthie's saying Ozzy is doing another tour next year. Ruthie, that's so funny you say that because we just saw a picture of him online and he looks so frail.
Oh, yeah. He said he's going home to die, pretty much, I think.
Oh, Ozzy.
Everybody's got to go.
It stinks.
The Oz dog.
Yeah, Johnny, that's
oh.
That tiki is a Pan Am, right? Is it Pan Am?
Pan Am.
A Pan Am tiki?
Sweetheart United.
Oh, United.
Get on the team or get off the team.
TWA, okay. Hawaiian Airlines.
But what about Fly the Friendly Skies? Western Airlines. The only way to fly. Sorry. Why are we listening? How are we listening to
I hear Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, that's definitely Pee-wee.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, I can't believe Ozzy. I mean, will he be sitting down and performing?
I heard once that Ozzy had diarrhea. Discuss.
Oh, haven't we all?
Hold on. I might be having it right now.
But he looked so frail in that image, and he had a cane, and he was hunched over, and he looked very thin. Yeah. And his hair looked like his gray TMZ was coming in with the dyed ends, kind of and he just looked so frail. But I can't imagine him being able to perform.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Ruthie says he is so old, bless him. He sang at the closing ceremony for the Commonwealth Games, and now him and Tony have announced another No More Tours next year.
No More Tours tour. Ozzy Osbourne, 30 years of No More Tours tours. That's what I want.
Well, when we saw Kiss back in, what was it, 2019? Was it 2019?
With the
it was like their last tour.
Aloha Shanes. We haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I love that memory that comes up on Facebook.
Of us. I'm all chubby and I couldn't walk at all. Oh my, it was the worst. And so I've realized after being chubby for this long that there's a lot of drugs that actually alleviate a lot of your symptoms, and I forgot to take those until recently.
Ruthie's saying that she thinks he has Parkinson's, and she was asking, "Have you read his book?" I'm surprised that he is still with us. So I'm guessing
You mean a book
in
of
his
words?
I'm guessing in his
what kind of book?
In his book. Well, yes, I'm guessing his book. He probably.
I like the idea of reading books, and then it doesn't happen. We have a lot of books. We have this insane library of biographies because Bridget's grandmother was into biographies, and we kind of and we bought her a lot
old
of them.
Hollywood. She loved old Hollywood.
We have like this insane, good, just a really solid collection of older biographies. So that's what's kind of fun about books is reading. Like if there's a biography about a certain actor or something, there might be one from the 70s and one from the 90s and one from the 2010s, etc. Did I mention that I have a hole in my head? Several. I have a new one from today.
They're called ears.
I showed you. I've showed you guys twice. I'm not going to show it again.
It's the Grand Canyon.
Who needs to pick me up? Who's out there needs to pick me up? Let's see. I'm not sure where Dave Huge Nuts is, but he's around somewhere.
And Nancy, in case you're wondering, no, we did not prepare anything today.
Oh, my mom likes to give me shit about just anything. So. No.
No, we thought, yeah.
Yeah, actually we did. We're going to talk about those tickets.
But then we just got thrown for a loop. Loop-de-doop. Beep-de-doop-de-doo. Life happens. You get conked in the head, and then everything changes.
The garage door fell on our head. I mean, why not? Doesn't that happen to everybody?
Oh,
I did figure out the lawnmower on the rideable lawnmower. Like we have kind of it's a little bigger lawn tractor type thing. And you like to push it because it didn't have any gas in it. So to push it, you just pull this little thing in the back because there's a picture of a guy pushing it, and it says pull it out, and like it disengages the transmission, and you just push it. That was pretty cool.
What are you doing? Ain't you sweet? Are you dragging your butt? What's going on there?
When doesn't he? That's part of his like coming in. Like he just comes in and wipes his butt instead of his feet.
Oh, I see.
Oh, baby boy. Can I have your baby? Can you hand him to me?
No.
The people want to see the baby boy.
Come here.
Mommy's very angry.
Come on up. There he is.
Oh, what a sweet little.
He was lying out in the sun.
Is he all warm? How does he smell? Can I smell him?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I gotta get this up. Everything's falling apart. I gotta get him. Okay, Punk. Oh my god.
So usually he smells like
yeah.
Fritos or Cheetos if you smell the
smells like
paws. But right now he smells like yummy,
Nog
warm
Champa.
sun.
Oh, he smells like Nog Champa.
Oh goodness, look at that little guy.
Anybody need
Look
a
at those
dog?
ears.
Oh,
Oh, in
he's a
that
dog.
tail.
Oh, who's my baby? Who's my good boy? Who's my good boy?
He is a sweetheart.
You are.
Oh, come here. Oh, got ya.
Just toss him around. He's like a hand pie. He's like a Hostess fruit pie. But dog. So everybody, it's 4:40 on a Friday afternoon, and I think you guys are ready to party.
We are sort of.
Ruthie is ready to go to bed.
Ruthie's probably has to put a little one. Little one's probably
I'm sure,
in bed.
actually, yeah, he's probably already in bed, and she's like, I'm trying to like recapture a tiny bit of life while he's asleep. We don't, Ruthie, sometime we'll I mean, I should talk to you sometime about your interests. Well, one thing I'm going to do is I was a DJ back in the rave days, and I have like a bunch of records, and my turntables are set up in the living room, and I never used them for years, but it's a very good setup of all my old gear and stuff. I'm a cool DJ.
But you were like,
I'm
oh,
cool,
Ruthie,
DJ.
I'll have to get in touch with you.
Ruthie,
'cause
I'm a cool DJ.
I'm cool and I have
That's what I'm trying to say.
rave music.
Yeah, I'm a raver. Raver. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can press the button. Pew.
Ruthie is going to bed soon, too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, Pokey, you're such a little... Oh my gosh, Pokey's a pygmy. I'm squeezing his face. Is that legal?
Yeah.
By the way, we're out of Q-tips. My ear's itching.
Well, stick your finger in there.
Nope, can't do it. Because if I stick my finger in there, then I stick all the old man ear hairs in there, and they mix with the wax and get all stuck in there and make it even worse.
Johnny's trying to figure out what I'm wearing on my head.
This is what's happening over here. What?
Johnny, this is a Primo beer visor that I have flipped. I've turned it upside down.
In honor of Princess Pupalele!
It's a visor.
You're wearing a visor. If anybody ever wants to impress Pupule,
Turn flipped upside down, and that's
at
how
Ohana,
it became the Prince of Bel-Air.
Please wear your visor. Wear it proud. Wear it long. Wear it nicely. And wear it upside down.
Yes,
that's even...
Ruthie was saying, oh, Rave is more my husband, also called James. She's more 60s, 70s, which she is, yes. You did that really nice photo shoot, too, which was like 60s, 70s vibe, and it was beautiful. I loved it.
You were vibe. Vibe to Ruthie. Peace and love, peace and love.
And Mr. Cocktail is not here, but in
Mr.
case
C.
in case Mr. Cocktail watches this later,
Mr. C, where are you?
I hope that you had a better week
I hope
this
you're not
week.
dead. I hope you're not dead for not being here. You must be dead. I'm sorry that you're dead.
I think they must be having construction going on or something near their house.
Oh, I'm squeezing his face. I'm squeezing it, Bridget. Oh, look, I'm a little abusive. I'm squeezing that tiny dog's face.
He likes it.
I'm concussed.
If excuses were made out of
Blumpkins and rainbows, something like that. What's a blumpkin?
if
Pokey,
excuses were made out of candy, I'd had a million cavities.
Wow.
I don't know.
That wasn't like, you weren't thinking about that when you said it, considering your cavity ratio. Considering your cavity ratio.
I want to have
So-
teeth.
Oh, wait. Can everybody hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, you're going red.
I think we just came on. Oh no, we forgot. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna go. Hilarious.
Oh, and this shirt is actually a shirt from Kahiki Moon Waitstaff.
Oh, Kahiki Moon. That was a restaurant that we used to have, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is. I can't remember.
I had this in my pile of stuff to like photograph to maybe sell.
You had that in your pocket for 23
and I was like,
years.
I'll just wear that.
Yeah, we actually got all the uniforms from two places. We got the bartenders' uniforms, which were a Fijian Tapa print from a place in Redwood City, California, and the guy was from Fiji, and he was like all
Hi,
dialed
Johnny.
in. And Johnny's out. Aloha, Johnny!
Hey, guys, gotta go. I'm in Missouri hanging with Alkali and Ben. We're hanging with Brian Flowers. What? Oh, my God. You guys have so much fun. Give our love to everyone.
Give
Aloha
our
to
love
everyone,
to Ben
Johnny.
And
thanks for checking in with us.
bye.
Aloha, Johnny. Okay, for the next 16 minutes, let's just take a nap.
Yeah, why did Johnny have to leave right now? I mean,
Because he's with the friends.
I don't care. 15 minutes. Could have been just 15 more minutes.
James.
We could add friends. Gems. Gems.
Gems.
Gems. How do you do that, Gems?
Gems, how dare you?
How dare you? Watch this.
Yep. He's on
And the
high
dog.
alert.
Get him on. Get him on.
Mommy,
I whistled.
you can't abuse it because then he'll learn that you're just doing that for shits and... Oops, for bleeps and giggles.
Did that just bounce off your hand?
It bounced off my glass. Yeah, good thing I had that in my
That was
hand.
awesome. Oh my goodness! Does anybody need to see my?
He's trying to pick it up. Oh my goodness! Look at him!
Look at him! He can't handle the truth. He can't handle
Gems,
the truth.
gems.
Are we in Paris?
Look at he can't get his little mouth around it. So cute.
Oh, he wants to go out and tear it apart and turn it into dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, he is actually squeaking it. Hold on.
Sorry,
How do
I
I
was like
pause this?
yawning. I'm barely awake.
It's from your concussion. Can you hear that?
I hear him. Yeah, my head is still sore.
I turned it way up.
I did put an ice pack on my head.
He's going crazy.
I gotta let him out.
No. Just listen to him go crazy.
No,
he's trying to rip Joe Cool a new bleep.
hole.
New bleep hole. What's he doing? This is the first time he's ever had it. Don't give it to him, because then it will lose its effectiveness. It'll lose its magic creativity.
He's attacking me.
No! Oh, Bridget, I got you. Come on. Oh no, you got sucked through the vortex. Come on, you got sucked through the vortex and now you're dead. You know, that happens.
Oh, he's so angry.
I'm terrorizing my dog with this. I'm sorry. Here, give him a little bit of this hot sauce.
Stop. Oh. He's so cute.
Oh, he's a little doll.
I love him so much.
He's a tiny doll. You guys sell your concert tickets, because I sold my Nirvana one for $125. So just sell them. You don't need them. If you still got them, put them in a frame, put them on your wall, or sell them for $1 million. Do you want me to tell a story about how when I was born, I decided to take a trip to Egypt?
What is he doing?
Pugs.
In the beginning, long time ago, there was a story. I'm sure you all know. This is totally Is this mic on? Crickets episode for sure.
Hello? Hello? Well, the fun part is that after this hour, after our Primo Kimo's Fun Time Story Hour, then we're going to do a hour-long interview with someone who's doing I'm not sure how much he's actually pretty prolific in the social media, but I'm not sure what he's up to. So I'll just say that someone who's doing a book on tiki that is regional, and he's going to interview me, and I'm going to tell him a whole bunch of stuff that he doesn't care about, but that I love to say.
Pokey is a black velvet painting. He is black velvet.
Indubitably.
He is just a little shiny, tiny guy. Ugh.
If I was to have my favorite food right now, what would my favorite food be? It would be taco based.
Really?
But I'm not sure what kind of taco.
Mine would be a sandwich on honey oat bread.
Oh, from that terrible place that we went to that used to be good and now it's not.
They were so
Just
mean.
don't say their name, because they're the worst place ever. And they're rude and mean and angry and terrible.
They were bad.
What happened? Oh, I got it. Listen, I sped it up.
They have a signature sandwich that's the same name of their business. They were so mean. That last time when we went there, oh man. It was really awful. Is someone wearing patchouli?
Yeah. So, no negativity, man.
No,
Everything's
this
cool.
is Friday. It's the weekend.
This is Friday. It's the weekend, man. We can't be all uptight. You know what we have to do? I was telling Bridget today.
Celebrate.
So there are things that people don't like. And I've been in a lot of groups of people that don't like certain things. So I hang out with people that like ska and reggae and they hate the Grateful Dead or something crazy like that. But that's not a very good example. And so I decided to make a series of videos on, getting over yourself and just liking stuff. So...
yeah.
So there.
Yeah, right. And then when you really think, oh, no, lime pulp. No.
Yeah, like lime pulp. Why do you hate lime pulp so much? And I would just do a video like, don't hate lime pulp.
And then when you really put things in perspective and you're like, so why don't I like Chihuahuas, or why don't I like that music? It really is meaningless. And you really need to reevaluate and then be like, yeah, right, okay, what's the big deal? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Well, no, I'm just rambling and I'm not making a lot of sense right now.
No, you're backing me up, and
I'm
concussed.
that's
we're both concussed. But that's the whole point.
I have a welt
is that
on my head.
like you think about, like, I mean, I'm going to use the Grateful Dead because I'm going to play them in a second, because I love the Grateful Dead, but I like them in certain instances and feelings. And like a beautiful summer afternoon is the perfect time to listen to.
Well, you went through a Grateful Dead phase, right?
Yeah, I phased out.
Yeah,
but it
I
was
never
on
did.
purpose. It was on purpose because I didn't like them when I was younger. I was like, oh, Deadheads and Grateful Dead, blah, blah, blah. Now,
Did they
I have
play
also
once or
done that with
twice in
Parrot
Vermont?
Heads. I've also done it with 2 times.
Okay.
But I've also done that with Parrot Heads and realized that Jimmy Buffett is not redeemable. So
Oh, well,
sometimes you learn
so,
truth.
okay.
It's okay. You can like Jimmy Buffett if you want.
Well, of course.
You can love
So
Magnum
you're
if you
saying-
want.
so-
You can love Magnum PI if you want. How dare you? How dare you
Dun,
not
dun,
love?
dun, 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 dun.
Thank you.
But that wasn't always their theme song, right?
Yeah, except for the first 6 episodes, which had
Oh, okay.
a sort of generic.
I need a full dimension.
How do you spell Grateful Dead?
So it's funny how you're saying that you want to, do this series on why don't you like this?
Acceptance.
You should.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh no, Jimmy Buffett. Blah.
No, I'm saying that I went through the process of forced love and came out not loving.
Oh.
So there. Scarlet. Oh, money. Oh, ship. Oh, what? We can't listen to that. Oh, I got it right here. Okay, here it is.
Made you yawn.
This is the one. So,
Oh yeah, I was noticing on some of our videos, our previous talk stories on Facebook, it says that your video might be muted in countries that
Yes.
Facebook does not have a music license in. Partially muted.
so what we do is we don't care. We don't make any money.
Ruthie, yes. Ruthie's, is Jimmy Buffett the guy who owns Margaritaville? Yeah, it is the Margaritaville thing, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I'm not anti Jimmy Buffett. I'm just saying.
Why would you be?
I'm not, for my particular aesthetic and understanding of life. I don't dig the complete Jimmy Buffett scene. The Parrot Head scene isn't quite. In other words, that's all I'll say. Because you should love who you love. I don't. Who cares what I say?
Ruthie says, sorry for the lameness there. We don't know him over here much.
It's okay. Don't know him. I'll just say it. Stay that way. Yes.
Right, but it's
Grateful
just like
Dead.
anything.
Love the
though.
Grateful Dead though.
Yeah,
So you
which
can-
a lot of people don't.
And Chihuahuas. Those are the 2 things you have to love. You have a cute little puppy, don't you? You have a good, cute little dog.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So tiny dogs. Doesn't have to be a Chihuahua. Should be tiny, so you can carry it into in your pocket into sporting events and things. But yeah, I had some experience growing up in California with the Grateful Dead, of course. But the best part about it wasn't that whether you like it or not. It was the gorgeous sunny summer afternoons that this music like sort of echoed off the corners of your mind during and repeating when you have a beautiful afternoon like today.
I remember.
Plus, I'm concussed.
I remember trying to
Hit
go.
my head.
Oh yeah, they have a Shih Tzu. Yes, they can carry
Shih Tzu.
her.
So delicious in the apocalypse.
I know it's
Right?
so
That's
convenient being able to just carry them
Delicious
everywhere.
dog, right? Isn't that what I heard? In the apocalypse. Delicious. All tiny dogs.
I'll
are
never.
delicious.
Yeah, I'm always going to stick with tiny dogs now.
For the
For sure.
apocalypse, for deliciousness.
Well, no, for deliciousness, wouldn't you want a big one and then you could survive off from it for a while?
No, I'm very fatty. You can't survive off me. Don't look at me with those eyes. Those hungry eyes. Why do you have hungry eyes? You're smelling my head blood. Did everybody have a good look at my head blood?
Oh my God, Ruthie, you're so cute. Their doggy is named Stevie after Stevie Nicks.
Oh. Does she have a little black, like a
Cape?
see-through cape? That'd be awesome.
She's into witchy poo,
Witchy
witchy woman stuff.
Yeah. So if you don't like the Grateful Dead, you now immediately must like them.
I never got into them, never ever. And
It's okay. It's an acquired taste.
you were into them, and the people that I was
into
close to
New
were into
Order.
them. A top hat.
A top hat.
Top hat.
I was into New Order and The Cure and everything, and then just for a couple of summers was like super into the Grateful
Yeah,
Dead.
it's fun to try out and experiment.
Yeah.
You know, new different things. That's how you develop taste. And
I had a bag of LSD and I had a Grateful Dead CD.
you know what was popping up in my Facebook memories? Pictures of the men in gray suits from when they played.
Wah, wah, wah. Men in gray suits.
When they played up in Montpelier.
In Montpelier. That was so awesome.
That really was.
And remember, you
I
were
missed
so
that.
excited and you loved them so much you fell off the stool
Yeah.
onto the ground.
Yeah. I went to sit and I missed the stool and I just
It
went
was a tall
kaplunk.
stool too.
I went kaplunka gunk.
Yeah, you were down.
And the heel broke off from my shoe, my vintage shoes. I was just like, what a experience that was. Memorable for sure.
Yeah, I drove home. You fell asleep.
Yeah.
I drove through a tunnel with a bunch of demons.
tunnel?
I drove through a demon tunnel that night. But you were asleep, so don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Sugar Magnolia.
We're doing the big hits of the Grateful Dead, just so in case you like them. If you don't like them, it's okay. But you should freaking like them, or I'm gonna come to your house and make you listen to them over
Isn't
and over.
isn't there still a Grateful Dead band with the remaining band members?
Yeah, they had Trey Anastasio. Look at that, this picture right there.
Huh?
See how that's Trey Anastasio? And then that's Jerry Garcia, so they mixed them together. But because Jerry's dead, in case you didn't know.
That's not Trey Anastasio.
It's not? Who is
I
that?
don't know. I need glasses. My eyesight is really awful. I need a new prescription.
You could have a new prescription, but you still
I wonder
won't
if your
see
glasses. But can I see your glasses?
straight. You
a
still won't see
second?
straight. No. Because if I give them to you, then I can't see.
Oh,
I'll
there's
fall
a
down.
tiny dog under
Then I'll
the.
fall down when I go get Reese's peanut butter cups.
Ooh, that's right. We have Reese's peanut butter cups
Yeah.
and mini peppermint patties
1
in
minute.
purple wrappers.
1 minute till peppermint patty! It's the final countdown. Everybody, we're playing Sugar Magnolia this beautiful Friday afternoon. You're done with work. You're ready to go out for the weekend, and you're going to have a great time. And you are going to watch Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour tonight at 9:30.
Carl.
You're going to see Carl and his brother and Mike and some other people. I think he's got a new venue he's at, which I
Good
didn't write
night,
down.
Ruthie.
Aloha, Ruthie.
Thank you. Our heads will feel better. They're already feeling better thanks to some Mai Tais.
Yeah, I actually don't feel the
Thank
stinging
you.
at
It's
all.
always great seeing you.
I do not feel the stinging at all anymore. Aloha, everybody. You are going to also enjoy for yourselves, if you enjoy cocktails, do a look up a Mai Tai 1944. It's got a couple ingredients, but it's mostly alcohol, and it will go right to your head, and you'll feel good, and you'll also love tiki.
And you won't feel your concussion anymore.
And you will
Wait,
not
that's probably a
feel
bad thing to say. So pretend we never
We're
said
still
that.
awake. I mean, that's not like
We don't want to encourage drinking if you feel like you might have a concussion.
This is the Primo Kimo's Grateful Dead Tiki Talk Story Happy Hour. Such a daydream, everybody.
And I gather we probably have Everybody's Working for the Weekend playing by Alexa.
It's already
This is
playing.
a hodgepodge of
We're
crazy
going out on this
music.
song because we love you. We love you. Bye. And have a great weekend. And honestly, thank you so much for tuning in.
Aloha,
And,
everybody.
Aloha.
Aloha.